Hello, girls. Oh, no, you knocked your water over. You girls are getting so big. So big. Okay, you want to go outside? Monty, stay out. Stay out. Okay. I got my hands full. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Yes. Hello, Daisy. Oh, nice. You guys got the zoomies. Hi, everyone. Janie here. Welcome back to my garden and welcome back to my chicks. The girls are just about 5 weeks old now, and I am so ready for them to be out of my office. They are just too big. They've gotten so big and they are so ready to be out here in the chicken run and the chicken coop. But I'm trying to follow like this guideline that I found online, and it basically said their 5th week they can come out here during the day, and then the 6th week they can come out here at night. And it's just a matter of making sure that the nighttime temperatures are warm enough. And shockingly, we've been kind of cold lately. I was sure it was going to be well warm enough, but it's actually been quite cold. Let me see what the nighttime temperatures have been. Nighttime temperatures are in the 40s until next week, and then they get into the 50s. And I think once they get into the 50s, I think they'll be fine to go out, because then I also think they'll have all of their adult feathers and not their fuzz. They are so funny. They get zoomies when I take them out here. These are chick zoomies. They are so funny. They are so funny. I have to say, we've gotten chickens before, but we've gotten chickens a little bit older than this, probably 10 to 12 week old chickens. And they are, I mean, they're fine, but they're scared of you. They were all scared of us. And now, since we've raised these chicks from babies, they are so cute. They're not scared at all. I mean, if I was to make a quick movement or something like that, they would be scared, but they are so sweet. And they're too excited right now, but they will come and they'll sit on my hand and they'll let me cuddle with them. They're just so cute. So I totally recommend getting chicks as babies. I know it takes more work, but it's totally worth it. I think they're enjoying being able to stretch their legs a little bit. They are running around. Look at that. They're so funny. You guys have the zoomies? You guys like stretching your legs? Oh my goodness. You guys are hilarious. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Daisy. She's one of our Buff Orpingtons. I love the Buff Orpingtons. Oh my goodness. Honey is over there. She's the other Buff Orpington. She is my favorite, if I can say that I have favorites, but I love her. This is Poppy. She is crazy, like really crazy. She is the one who gets in the most trouble, and she's the one who's the most active. She is a barred rock. Then we have June right here, short for Juniper. She is our Australorp. She's supposed to be our really good egg layer when she gets older. Way over there we have Coco, and then that one who just ran across, that is Olive. And she's probably I would say Coco's probably the shyest out of everybody. Poppy's the craziest. Look at her. She's just crazy. I hope Honey comes over here eventually when she stops running around, because she is just the cutest little thing. They are so cute. I love coming out here and watching them. I have to apologize. My allergies are acting up again today. This year has been the worst year for my allergies ever. It's been really, really rough. So if you notice my eyes are watering, it's just allergies. So we also have bunnies. We have 2 bunnies, Holland Lot bunnies, and they have come out here a little bit and hung out with the chicks a little bit. They don't like it as much out here. Maybe once they come out here a little bit more and get a little bit more comfortable, they'll like it a little bit better. We haven't brought them out here to the chicken run for probably 6 months now, because I've told you guys this, our last flock that we had, there was some disease that was running through that flock, and so I didn't want the bunnies to be anywhere near here until it had time to air out. And then I I could sanitize it, disinfect it. And I did that, and now it has all fresh wood chips. It's all clean. I feel good having the chicks out here, and I even feel good having the bunnies out here. We don't leave them out here overnight. We just let them come and play out here during the day. Anyway, so I'm going to let these girls run around during the day now. And while they're doing that, I think I am going to go plant. I had this idea of planting a chicken and bunny buffet for them in my raised Vego beds. I have 2 raised Vego beds that are empty right now. And I thought it would be perfect to plant just things that I can grow for them to have snacks, snack on, and that the bunnies would snack on. So I've been doing some research on different things that I can grow that both bunnies and chickens would like to eat. And that's what I'm going to plant today. So these are the 2 beds that I'm thinking about planting up for the chicks and the bunnies. These are the Vego raised beds. These are the extra tall beds in olive green. I feel like I've told you guys that a million times. I love them. They're great. The only problem is this area, when my Chinese pistache tree flushes out, it doesn't get, I mean, I would say it's still technically full sun in the first 2 beds, but it's all morning sun. So it's really, really gentle sun. So something like a tomato isn't going to work really well here. I'm going to try and plant some sunflowers. It's kind of iffy, but the most of the stuff that I have for this year are like herbs and lettuce greens and stuff like that. So it's going to be absolutely perfect for these 2 beds. The beds behind, I have my flowering maple that I cut way back, and it's starting to flush out and look really good. I have a hydrangea right there, and then I have my geranium matarense that is still in full bloom and still has pollinators all over it. So beautiful. These beds, we did top them up with new soil, fresh soil, earlier this year, and they do have drip irrigation, but it's underneath the soil. So I guess the irrigation didn't get lifted up when we put the soil on top. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to reset the irrigation on both of them, the irrigation lines, and then make sure that they're all ready to get planted up. And here's a quick look at the weather. There's not even any sun out. It actually rained a little bit this morning, if you can believe it. I was telling you guys in yesterday's video how it's going to be like this, kind of just overcast all week, which is great for planting, but just so strange. So I went to the garden center and I got a ton of seeds, and I have some starts as well. But for the seeds, I got white Russian kale, which I know it's a little late to be starting this, but I think it's going to be fine. And because it has a little bit more shade, I think it's all right. And I don't even care if the kale or the spinach or anything bolts, because the bunnies and the chickens will eat it anyway. Then I got Swiss chard, and that'll be good. Mustard, spinach, tender greens, and all of them I got the ones that can handle a little bit more heat. I got space spinach. This is one that can handle more heat. Then I read that clover is really good for rabbits and for chickens, so I got some of that. Farmer's Market blend, lettuce, sunflowers. Apparently this is a favorite snack of chickens, and I'm gonna try and grow these over here. I'm gonna grow them over in the corner where it gets the absolute most sun, the longest sun. So we'll see how those do. And then another cover crop that I read that they both like is buckwheat. So I'm gonna try and grow that for them as well. Then when it comes to starts, I ended up getting some parsley. I got a 6-pack of parsley. Thought that would be good. I got some thyme, lemon thyme. This, I was hoping to get like multiple, I think I got 2 plants out of this one, maybe just one. Anyway, there's that. And then I got oregano as well. So a whole smorgasbord for chickens and bunnies. And I'm going to plant heavily because I don't even care if these grow to full maturity, because I'm just going to use this stuff to cut, like grab a handful so that I can bring it into them as a snack pretty much every day. So there's really no rhyme or reason to this planting scheme. I'm just packing it in. And when I have a plant that looks like I can divide it, I'm gonna do that, get more plants. So I'm putting all my lettuces over here because this probably gets the most shade out of these two beds, this spot right here. And I am overseeding a lot because, again, I don't care how far apart they're growing. I'm not going to even let these guys grow to full size because I'm just going to be picking off of them as the day goes on. So I'm gonna try this technique. I read about this technique of doing it this way online, and it sounded like just such a great idea. Apparently this is a technique that people do for chickens when they grow snacks for chickens, is that they just cover it with seeds, let it grow, and then just keep adding seeds to it as the season goes on. So I'm gonna try it, see how it goes. Chicken and bunny buffet. Now for this bed, it gets a little bit more sun over here. So I'm gonna do sunflowers. I'm gonna do the sunflowers right here. Ooh, that's a lot of kale. Probably don't need to do all that. And just to make sure these germinate well, I'm gonna be coming probably every morning and every night for about 2 weeks and spraying it with my hose, just to make sure the seeds germinate well. And then after everything germinates, I'll just leave it up to the drip irrigation. This is the buckwheat, and I'm literally just sprinkling it everywhere. This is gonna be very interesting to see how it does. And this is clover. Okay, all done. Very easy, easiest planting ever. It's almost like microgreens. Like it's almost like I'm growing a bunch of microgreens for the chickens and for the bunnies. I'll be really, really interested to see how this does. It'll be a fun experiment. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I think I'm going to work on mulching, which is not my favorite job, but I got to get it done. Yesterday, I planted up this whole area over in the orchard garden, and Jason hooked it all up to drip, and then I just have to mulch it now that all the drip irrigation is down. And I'm just really excited to see how it'll look after I get all the mulch down, because I think it's going to look really good. So here's a before shot. I have the tater tot arborvitaes. I have the Blvd Salvia, and then I have the Cecile Brunner roses that I am going to put trellises on the fence for, but I got to go actually buy the trellises. But you can see I definitely need mulch. There's so much bare soil back here, so I'm going to try and get this done today before my allergies go absolutely haywire and I got to go inside. Well, I just came over to check on the bees and they are going nuts. I'm wondering, the sun just came out, so I'm wondering if they're just enjoying the warmer weather, but they're going crazy. Okay, total side note, I just got completely distracted, but look at how good the layering in the center island is starting to look. Everything is growing in. Monty is in the way as usual, but the layering is starting to look really, really good. Ooh, I'm getting excited. This looks great. All right, I think that's all I'm getting done today, but that's pretty good. I got all the way from the hose link all the way over to the Helen von Steinlamsier. You can see where I stopped right there. I still have a ton more to do. And while it would be faster just to hire somebody and have them come and spread all the mulch, I have to say there's a certain amount of pride for doing it myself. I have hired people to come and spread mulch before, but this year, I wanted to do it myself because this is giving me a chance to look at every square inch of my property, looking at the soil, deciding what I need to do here and there, and checking the irrigation and making sure that I'm getting the proper amount of mulch down. I want like a good, what is that, 4 inches or something like that. I want a good 4 inches of mulch on all my soil this year, just so that I can keep the weed pressure down, because we have a lot of weed pressure here. And so having a nice thick layer of mulch will give me a year or two of really, really good weed suppression. So anyway, I'm going to be doing it myself. It's going to take me forever. Thanks for coming along with me. Hopefully it motivates you to get out in your garden. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.